Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is Wednesday, and it is time for another Wednesday Wisdom Nugget. So I'm going to get right into it. The Bible verse is coming from Romans, and this is very popular, by the way. And it is Romans chapter 5, verses 3 through 5. And it reads, "Not only so, but we also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not disappoint us, because God has poured out his love into our hearts by the Holy Spirit, whom he has given us." Today, I'm going to talk about we are survivors. We are survivors. We're in a brand new year. It's 2024, everyone. And sometimes with January, I don't know with you, but with me, you still carry a lot of the things you went through in the previous year. So January is like a trial and error period. You're kind of like still feeling it, still trying to get a feel for it. And it seemed like last year, I don't care who you were, what your background was, you went through. It's just so much people going through so much pain. And this is my show, and this is the reason why I wanted to connect. This show is my therapy. And I wanted to base it on mental health, because mental health is a stigma, and it's a quiet stigma that a lot of people deal with in silence. They're too embarrassed to come out and talk about, the things that they deal with. And for me, last year was a whole lot. It was a heavy weight, but I wasn't the only one. But I'm here to tell you that if God woke you up and you made it to 2024, you are a survivor. You can make it through anything. And lately, I've been looking at T.D. Jake's Crushing, and it's an audiobook. It's a series. And it's basically a series about persevering and really overcoming some of the darkest days of your life. So lately, there have been some things. It's been some heavy weight. And I've been like, you know what? I need to step up. I need to, get a little bit more. And that's why I've been tuning into T.D. Jake's Crushing series. I do recommend it. If you are a believer, it is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful series. And in one of the series, I don't remember the name of it, I think it's part 4, he talks about how survivors continue to persevere. Survivors, no matter what comes their way, what they're hit with, they know how to get up and keep going. And that's what gave me this topic. We are survivors. Do not get discouraged when bad things come your way, when it's back to back to back to back to back. Especially if it's something where you're used to it. It's always, and I've been through a season where it was just back to back to back to back things. But then I got to a point where I got used to it. I actually got accustomed to just having trials and tribulations. And when trials and tribulations would come my way, I would sit back and be like, oh, it's all good. Let's figure it out. Let's pick up and keep it moving. And that's how you have to be in this life. You have to keep going. And you know what I have found? People who are dealing with cancer, I'm talking about stage 3, stage 4 levels, and they don't have any hair. They don't have a whole lot of things or the luxuries that me and you are used to. Those people that are in hospital beds and they're constantly going to the hospital, those are the happiest people. And I never have been able to figure that out. Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, huh? And that thought just came to me today. And you want to know why? Because they're grateful. And they are not sitting up thinking about day and night their problems. They are thinking about the things that they do have. They are thinking about the family that comes to visit them. My heart goes out to anyone who is, ill, who has a long-term illness, or who is caring for someone who has a serious long-term illness. I've seen these people have the brightest smiles, and I look at them and I'm inspired. And because they have a long-term illness, they are sick every day. They're probably in pain and they're suffering. It seemed like they would be complaining. They would be angry, they would be upset, they would be tired of eating hospital food, they would be tired of getting pricked on and getting their blood drawn and seeing doctors. But these same people are the ones who are the happiest, they're the most grateful. And that is the spirit and the attitude that you have to have in spite of. And that's when God really blesses things for you. Like, you have to be able to endure, pick up that cross, hold it, and keep going and still keep a smile on your face. That's why I say we are survivors. I don't care what you have been through. It does not, it is not the last thing for you. You have more in store for you. The best is yet to come for you. It is not the end. It is only the beginning. It makes us who we are. It builds us up to be who we are, and it takes us to the next level. It takes us higher. Do not let what you have gone through, your traumas and the things that you have gone through, to define you. Do not let it define you. Everything is okay. You keep going, even if it feels like you failed. Whatever you are battling, get right back up. Stop complaining, stop whining. Take it to God. And I know you get tired of being strong. Trust me, I'm there. I am really at a season where I feel that way. And like I said, this is my therapy. But guess what? Sometimes you just have to open up and talk to the people around you. And I have done that. Shout out to my family and friends. They have been a great support system for me as well. That's why it is important to have the right people around you, to have the right circle, and to have people who feed positive energy into you. Get away from negative circles, get away from negative people, and keep a smile on your face even when it's dark and when it's dim. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Get right back up, because what we are survivors. If you got through that, whatever it was, you can get through it again and again and again and again. It's building your character, it's maturing you, and it's making you pure gold. It's making you successful. It is your story. And keep going, keep pushing, keep persevering. It's going to be all right, I promise. And if you're still here, you still have a reason to be here. God has more in store for you. God bless. Thank you for supporting me, liking, following, sharing. Survive, guys. Survive. We are survivors. Do not give up. Your breakthrough is around the corner. Don't give up. Bye-bye.